Hey everyone, welcome back to Future Scot Friday. Happy New Year, and I hope you enjoyed your break. I know I sure did. One of the things I really enjoyed was I got to go see Christmas lights at the Detroit Zoo on New Year's Eve. And I hope you didn't forget over break. I'm your host, Danny. What about you, Noor? What'd you do?
I was just at home with my family, my parents and my little sister. Usually we would go to Canada because that's where my dad is from and his whole family is there. But the border is closed, so we just stayed. We Zoomed with them.
For the new year, I think it's only appropriate that we bring in probably our biggest guest we've ever had on the show. So who are we interviewing, Noor?
Today we're going to be talking to the president of Alma College, Jeff Abernathy. Okay, so welcome, Jeff. Thank you so much for being here today. We are really excited to have this opportunity to get to chat with you and let some future Scots get to know a little bit more about you and about Alma.
Thanks, Noor. Glad to be here.
Our first question for you is, how long have you been president here at Alma College, and what did you do before coming to Alma?
Oh, thank you. My goodness, I'm in my 11th year. So I started in June of 2010. And I'm an English professor by trade, and I came to administrative work course of teaching English. I teach African American literature, and I was a professor at very similar schools, and had the great opportunity to join Alma College in 2010. I'm so excited about the work we're doing here.
Awesome. Wow, that's a long time. Could you tell us and our prospective students what you think your most exciting accomplishment has been over your time at Alma?
Oh, sure, Nora, I can, but not my accomplishment. The accomplishment of this community, right? It's a privilege to be in this position, but it's just amazing to see the work our faculty, staff, and students do, and so many things that have accomplished. Every single residence hall, for example, has been renovated, and by this summer will be essentially new across the campus. We've got so many projects in the community and across our beautiful campus. Very proud of those. Most proud probably of just the incredibly innovative work that our faculty and staff have done in this time. We've added 21 new majors in that time. We've added nursing, we've added engineering, new media studies, on and on. Great programs that recognize and identify needs for society today and interests of our prospective students. And those new programs represented a quarter of our majors last year. Which is a point of pride for the community as a whole. At the same time, we've added new athletic programs, incredibly proud of our national champion cheer team, our national champion dance team. Those are both new in the last 10 years. Lacrosse, men's and women's, new. Wrestling, new in these last years. That's the work of this community as a whole, because you see the needs and interests of students today.
Yeah, I didn't know that many athletics have been added within the time that you've been here. So I think it's really cool that we just continue to grow. Moving on from that, I heard that you got back into the classroom this semester, and I was wondering what course you taught.
Oh, thanks, Danny. Yes, I've always taught, but typically in our spring term class, which of course is the month of May, and I've taken students to the UP and environmental literature class, and gone kayaking, camping overnight. That can be pretty chilly in the month of May, it turns out, in UP. But we managed. So I've always done that sort of spring term experience, but it was fun this semester to be back in a regular class. This was a literature and culture class looking broadly at questions of justice and how we form more just societies, but reading a book that's dear to my heart, Ralph Ellison's Invisible Man, a book I've taught many times because I teach African American literature. But this book has a lot to say about our society, raising some of the very questions we've been raising as a society over the last 6 or 7 months. And so it's great to have those conversations with us.
What was it like teaching during COVID and the challenges that you had to face?
Oh my goodness! Well, I'm reaching for my mask. We all know what it's like, of course. Have that mask on, in these spaces. So yeah, it was unusual for all of us as faculty to go into that classroom, to have the mask on, and it doesn't feel like it always has, and yet we found a way to make it work. That's what was so impressive to me, and also to walk in the classroom. I teach always in a circle because my classes are conversations. That's always been the case. Well, now one place in the circle was reserved for a giant screen, and there were multiple students on that screen. And so this is the way all of our students, of course, are learning today, and all of our prospective students likewise.
I'm just so thankful that even though it wasn't the same and with the restrictions and with the masks and stuff, that we're still on campus, because I know a lot of places aren't able to do that.
Well, that's happened because of you all. Danny and all of your fellow students. I've been so proud of the effort this year. It's been incredible to see students masking up, even when they don't need to. I'm looking out across our beautiful campus now, and students out throughout the semester, even if they're 100 yards from anyone, they're wearing the masks. I'm doing that even downtown, social distancing. I'm so proud of our students this year.
Okay, so I hear that you have a prospective Scot of your own this year. So could you talk a little bit about what it's been like going through the college search process and the admissions process?
Absolutely, we're glad to. It's been a real joy. All of these years, seeing prospective students and their families come to campus, I've joked that I was learning from them, and apparently I didn't learn enough, because there's a lot to sort out in this process, and it's been just a great joy to tour campuses across the country with Rowan, and to just dream with them about what this college experience is going to be. Our very first interview and tour was right here at Alma College, and I'm hopeful. It is the case that Dad lives a little bit close, probably. I get that, so we'll see. But he's down to his top 10 or 15, and we're working on it. But yeah, the opportunity to think through that question. What will these 4 years mean for you? What are you hoping to get out these 4 years? And where is that place where you feel the most connected? That place where you feel that you're going to get the experience you're looking for. For Rowan, as I think for most of the students looking at Alma College, that experience is one where you're known, where you know the faculty, and known by name, where you get to know others in the community, and it has a feel like home. And that's important for my son, as it's important for most of the students who come visit Alma College. And certainly these are a core part of what we do at Alma, connect to our students. At Alma College, our faculty could be anywhere in the world. They choose to be here precisely because they want to know students. They want to see them time and again in classes and connect with them even after graduation. That's the kind of experience I know he's hoping for, and certainly the kind of experience we provide them.
Hopefully you are enjoying our conversation with President Abernathy and loved learning about his experience at Alma so far.
We're going to continue this conversation next week with even more information about his son's college search and his life outside of Alma. So make sure you tune in next Friday at noon for part 2 of our interview with President Abernathy.
It's going to be a good one. And don't forget, it's always a great day to be a Scot.